Hi there, Libra, and anybody else tuning into your video. Welcome here. We're here for you. Thank you for tuning into your reading. This is, again, August 2021. We are here in Leo season, and it's very exciting. We've got some fire energy here rolling through in August, of course, naturally, by way of, you know, the fact that, yet again, it's in Leo season. But we are here as well here for you, and there are, you know, many different sort of energies, of course, at play at the same time. It might be Libra. So even if it is sun sign Leo season, even if you're a Leo, you're a Libra, there could still be, you know, that energy in your own chart being activated, and we all have Leo energy somewhere in our chart. But in addition, there are other energies as well. For example, the sun is in, you know, Leo. Venus, for example, can be, you know, in Virgo, which it will be actually in part of the month. So let's get the cards though out for you, Libra. Thank you for tuning in here to you. Wow, so much energy here. I was meditating on your energy for some time, and getting here. Yes, a lot of messages actually. And before we begin, thank you for your likes. For those of you who hit the like button, thank you for your support. The many ways in which you do share your support, know that it is felt. And I am so grateful for all of you here who have really been also following for quite some time. Those of you who have been here for, you know, even from the very, let's say, get-go, the 2017 first few videos. Thank you guys for your support. Those of you who have continued to show your support through the years. I'm so touched by all of you. And yet again, I also look at the likes. We don't have comments anymore due to bullying and gaslighting and things of that nature. So, you know, we're just sort of scaling it down. Save the member section. The member section, we go actually more intimate there. We get into some weekly readings, and we go one-on-one as well in a chat sometimes. So it's really lovely to have that, at least. But with the general readings, I have likes on. So that's like one of the last ways that I'm actually sort of like interacting here in the general channel. So if you like the content, feel free to hit the like button, and I'm looking at that. I'll come back to that like and see, you know, how it is that it does resonate. And you know, it also, you know, we'll see, because I tend to do monthly readings, and the 1st, the 15th, 15th, 31st. So depending on, you know, if you guys really end up actually liking certain readings, and we'll continue with that series, for example. So let's clear the energy and ground and jump into it. Without further ado, Libra, I was meditating on your energy, and I'm seeing here that, wow, there is something that you're like, I mean, I was hearing this, like, you're looking at something, you're like, okay, I do not have time for that anymore. I'm hearing it like in this way, like something dramatically transforms. I'm hearing Aquarius, with Aquarius. For some of you, Libra, I feel like you've let something go. I even see you like throwing something away, like something no longer serves you. It's almost like, what is the point of this? I'm hearing that. It's almost like the feeling of like having invested in something to such a degree, and then you realize like, actually, this is not really even what I'm looking for. I'm hearing, you know, in my life, I'm in this for a number of you. I'm hearing at all for another number of you. Now, for some of you, you've met someone, okay, and like, what are you deleting? Your dating profile, okay, maybe you're. Yeah, I'm not swiping anymore. I'm hearing that. Okay. And this might have been for quite some time already. So let's get the cards. We're going to pull, you know, on each of the days here for the month. And then we will pull a Celtic cross. Wow. Okay. Some of you are absolutely ready for something here. You got the World out, the Hermit, card of Virgo. Yeah, I'm hearing, I have to call them. What's their phone number? Nope, it's time. I'm hearing that. I'm in love. I'm hearing that King of Cups in reverse. Oh my God, I thought it was the Knight right there. Oh my God, I'm hearing Virgo. Some of you, ooh, but we had a very interesting spread come through for Virgo as well. And you came through in the reading, actually. I think you were their third card on August 3rd. Okay, anyways, let's clear it. So we're just pulling some general cards out here first. Now, some of you, you've known what this is. You've had your eye on this, we'll say, for years now, actually. Some of you, this goes way back with the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. This is something that you are really passionate about. You have a history here, maybe even with this person, Libra, is what I'm hearing. Like, there's a lot that you are excited about when it comes to whatever the storyline is. It's very much sort of stimulating. I'm hearing that. That's how you may know what this is. King of Wands, right? You are maybe even thinking of collaborating here with someone. Some of you worked real hard on this. It could be your resume, for example. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you worked on a business and you're selling it now. I'm hearing that as well. You're feeling very much accomplished if that's the case. The Hangman coming through. Oof. Okay. There's something on your mind here. I'm hearing, I want to own this. I'm hearing that. Oh my God, Libra. I'm seeing you like slamming down on a desk, on a table. I'm here, I want to be the one. I'm here, I want to be the one. It's reminding me of a reading. it was someone was like, okay, I want to own this. It was something about someone having decided on something, like, okay, we'll take it as you will. 2 wands are bright. We may get back to that energy here in the day-by-day spread. The 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you've been just timing this out. It's just been a matter of when. I feel like you know what this is, how you feel about the space, who they are to you. It's just a matter of when. I'm hearing that again. The 7 of Cups upright. This is maybe something even kind of controversial. Oh my God, with the 7 of Cups and the Hermit. Yeah, 5 of Cups in reverse. It's almost like exciting though. It's like, I like the thrill. I like the idea that this is like something they're not expecting. The Moon upright. Somebody here possibly has a lot of Virgo in the chart, Scorpio as well, maybe some overlap, Jupiter, maybe I'm hearing as well. Ooh, Jupiter and Scorpio, maybe in the house of Virgo, for example. Now let's continue. Ace of Pentacles and the Moon. Yep. Go check out the Virgo reading. There is a lot of overlap here. I'll even say dare over to the Pisces reading with the Hangman coming through again. We'll see. If you pull the High Priestess, it'll be a def yes. Go check out the Pisces reading, because it was Virgo and Taurus both who were dancing with the High Priestess and the Hangman together on top of one another in both of the decks, the Wild Unknown and the Gummy Bear Tarot deck. So, yeah, but it does seem that you've got a similar, sort of timeline or overlap here of a message, so it could be relevant for you. Now, but always use your personal intuition. The Magician. Okay, Libra, no. I'm hearing, are those real tears? Like, you've been crying? Like, no. You've had this plan all along, haven't you? I'm seeing this is so exciting, though. Let's clear it. Knight of Wands. I'm seeing someone who's, like, pretending to be sad. It's like, but they're planning a surprise here. It's like, okay, Lovers in reverse. There we go. High Priestess. Literally on top of the Hangman. Go check out the Pisces reading. Virgo, do yourself a favor. Bring it upon yourself to be honest with yourself. I'm hearing that as well. Ooh, with that person. Well, maybe you're dealing with someone here who you know how you feel about them. Let's get quite honest, Libra. I'm hearing, I know how I feel about them. I know who they are to me. I know who I want them to be to me. I'm hearing that as well. Who I want to be to them, and yada, 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 yada. I can go on and on, but there's something that I want to offer. I'm hearing it's a gift, a present, the 10 of Swords in reverse. There's something that you want to reveal. I'm seeing that as well. Maybe it's even like a confession. Let's get further into it. 4 of Cups upright, definitely. 9 of Wands upright. Some of you are just waiting for the opportunity. It's like, I'm just waiting to like meet them again, bump into them again. Maybe someone's actually waiting for to bump into someone. It's like, I just need to have the right time. Oof. 10 of Cups. Ace of Swords. In reverse. Devil upright. You know what you're doing, Libra. I'm just saying it like this. 9 of Swords upright. You know how you feel about this situation. I really feel like you're literally just waiting for the opportunity. The Hierophant upright. I'm here. I just want to hold her hand. I'm hearing that as well. Aw, so maybe it might be different for everyone here. You know, what this 4 of Cups may be resembling. What it is that you're wanting to get off your chest, okay? Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of you are really attracted to somebody, or there's a little bit of intimidation here as well, I'll say, with the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like, now you could be dealing with someone who's got a moon sign in Libra, right? And this can also be their energy coming through. So it's not just sun sign Libra, right? And everybody has Libra in their chart. So for example, I'm a sun sign Pisces. I watched this reading as well, and I, like can apply it to my storyline. Let's clear it in the ground. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. Something is so exciting here. I feel like you know what it is. It's almost like, look, maybe because you're planning it. It's like, well, I know what it is because I'm the one who's planning this. I'm hearing that. 9 of Swords upright. There is a vision here. Maybe it's even like a project. Let's clear the Fool. Yeah. No, you knew all along, Libra. I'm hearing that. No, you knew all along. The Ace of No, you can go ahead. I mean, that when they see those are your competitors. Like when they're looking at your project on the board, it's like, no competition. Okay, no, he really wants it. Give it to him. I'm hearing that. 3 of Wands, yeah. Oh my God, let's clear it. I'm seeing you know what this is. Like, you know that this person, maybe whoever you're gonna, present this to is gonna be impressed. Even the Empress, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands. I feel like this is the type of thing where someone may have. Let's clear. 2 of Cups, yeah. On that Queen of Pentacles. Some of you, though, may need to reveal something. There is maybe a negotiating side to this a little bit. Like, you may need to maybe interrupt someone else's conversation a little bit. Like, hey, excuse me, like, I'm actually interested in this situation over here. I'm hearing bliss. I'm hearing that song. Come as you are. This came through in the Sagittarius reading. Okay. Now let's get the cards out for you, Libra. I'm seeing someone coughing in a room. It's like, whoa, okay. I'm hearing he's really serious here. Like, someone's pushing someone to the side. It's like, hey, like, I'm interested in her. I'm hearing that as well. Like, gun. Oh my God. Maybe someone, like, sees somebody kind of in a public setting and getting kind of heated in that room. I'm hearing politics, politically. I don't know, take it as you want. Maybe you have to like kind of come out with something in relation to someone else, or maybe you want to reveal something and you know it's going to kind of be like a fender moment to someone else's perceived reality, perception of reality. Like, you know, you're going to be triggering somebody here with something. Yeah, okay, let's clear it. It's yep, the Sun of Right. But yeah, you might be working with someone on this as well. It's something that has a side to it that, again, I'm hearing is possible. You know, it's controversial. Like, I know they're going to think it's kind of like a little bit daring. The Star and the Sun, yeah. Seriously, you may have planned it to be that way. I will be quite honest with the Star, Mirror, and the Sun. Uranus here coming through as well as a strong influence. Let's get the cards out. This is relating 6 months back to the last new moon in Aquarius. We are days away from the full moon in Aquarius, and I'm filming this just, again, a few days at the end of July prior to that full moon in Aquarius. And so, you know, energy moves in cycles. I would look 6 months back. It's like, you know, let's clear it. Yeah, some people think that they can destroy energy, and it's like, oh, okay, I said that back then. They'll never find out. No. Energy knows exactly what energy is. You think you can outsmart energy? In other words, it's like, oh, I know. I'm going to put energy in that little box over there in that room and lock the key, and yeah, they'll never know what happened. No, and no. I'm hearing that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, karma, it will be coming full circle here, and then yeah, I'm hearing what you thought you said to them on the car ride over. No. It will become known publicly. I'm hearing that as well to everyone who knows you and them together both. Yeah, somebody was not, no offense, it just was not a very smart move here. I'm hearing that maybe they made a decision about, I'm hearing even a year ago, and you know, it's like now something is going to possibly, you know, have to come forward here. Like, we're going to have to review what happened back there. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing there's a financial side to this. I'm seeing a receipt being printed out. It's like, this was inappropriate. Like, yeah, no. Don't think I don't know what you're saying. I'm hearing that as well about your history here as well in relation to the exam that you took. 1 second. Somebody here maybe is very psychic, and someone else like wasn't thinking that they knew what I don't know what that's alluding to. 1 second. What was going on back there? I'm hearing duped. 2 of Cups upright. Ooh. Someone, yeah, this is ridiculous. I'm hearing that the Death card in the 2 of Cups. Oh my god. So hold on. Whew, Strength in reverse. Some of you, there is a situation that you were waiting, okay, to address. We're gonna say it like that. It's like, no. He's not gonna, I'm hearing beat her up and then bring her back like that to me. What? Oh my god, hold on. This might be something karmic, like on astral, yeah. No, the astral guy definitely are handling whatever is happening here as well, for better, for worse, we'll say. In other words, they will have those 2 people meet when they need to meet, we'll say it like that, okay? To make it so they meet eye to eye. It's like, yeah, he was thinking he was gonna get ahead. No, okay? This is gonna be karma, and it's gonna be with a capital K, baby. It's gonna be coming forward too, yeah. Yeah, it may lead to 5 more minutes on the clock there, whatever it needs to do, okay? And karma will take its time here with you. We need to have you say what you really feel to her. I'm hearing that as well. This could definitely be spirit guides being like, hey, yeah, guy, girl, I'm hearing you're good. You're good. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that's alluding to. I'm hearing you over there. Yeah, and you got to get out of here. Let's clear. I don't know what that's alluding to, but like something will be called out. The Devil in reverse, Magician upright. Now, Libra, for a number of you, I feel like, well, it depends. If you're doing shady shit, talking behind people's backs, saying stuff that you don't mean, being like, oops, I shouldn't have said that, shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have wielded the wand that way, you thought you were in the power seat, okay? I'm hearing as the power couple as well, saying stuff that is not really empowering for yourself or others. That's where the karma is going to be really, really a hard ball to hit with the little bat you got going on there. Okay, let's clear. That could be a metaphor. Maybe you were thinking your ego was real hot, okay, and you were saying, yeah, let's clear. You were saying what you didn't mean. I'm hearing that yet again, like, yeah, somebody was even drunk, like, whatever it is, love and light to everybody here, but something was actually out of balance. I'm seeing that, and it was not appropriate, actually. Well, really, really were to come down to it, it was very, 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 I'm hearing much sockeye salmon when we had ordered, cod. I mean, I'm just like, say it kind of like that, like, it's not what really also, how do we say, like, somebody thought they were going to get away with something, okay? No, you're not going to get away with something here. We can smell your feet. It smells like feet in here. I'm hearing that. Like, you don't have your shoes on, do you? I don't know what that's alluding to, but for a number of you, the job of a tarot reader, oh my, well, channeler was okay. I'm channeling here, you guys, right? Okay, well, let's clear it. It's kind of like a lucid dream-like state, so Yeah, but this is energy, right? It's energy is energy. This is also, I don't channel what is not best for the highest of all. Let's clear it. I don't channel, you know, what is also not of the light, of course, right? So yeah, I do not channel what is not of the light. So if you are also triggered by this message, I would definitely take time to meditate and ask yourself, you know, why also you're here on earth? Why are we here on earth? What is it that we're wanting to manifest, okay, that is of the light? Because these messages are meant to guide light forward more so into your life. So if you're not feeling the light and you're feeling triggered instead, then I would take time again to meditate and wonder, really wonder, what is it that I want out of my life with myself that I feel will be that ticket for me that I really actually want to punch. So yeah, you got to do the shadow work before you do get into these readings as well, because otherwise you'll be a hot mess. Okay, like, and we can all be there from time to time, right? And I'll watch readings sometimes. It can get very intense, okay, depending on your perspective. So I would not watch if you're triggered or if you haven't done shadow work. And if you're not sure what shadow work is, I would really look into that. Look into working with the shadow self, because it's not meant to be something that, if you're just getting triggered and then it's like, that's it, then that's not, maybe this is not even the time for you to watch this reading, or it's just not your reading, possibly. Let's clear it. Yeah, so, you know, because, and if you're gonna watch something and just get triggered, then what's the point of that, right? So yeah, but if you are observing a message here that you feel does inspire you, at least even to change your ways, okay, then wonderful, okay. But if it's just, again, just feeling like it's a triggering vibration here for you, then I would take time, maybe step back, step away, and reconsider why it is that you want what you want. I'm hearing that as well, maybe with this person. I'm not sure what that's going to, but let's continue. The Hermit's in reverse, and love and light to everybody here. The World upright, the Hermit in reverse, Knight of Swords upright in between the two. For a number of you, no, this is the settling of a case that needed to be settled possibly years ago, lifetimes ago, okay, hundreds of thousands of moments ago. Wow, this is something that has been put on the back burner, baby, we'll say it like that. Yeah, this is also somebody who thought that they could get away with what they didn't really think of, but that they put their signature on, if you know what I mean. I'm not sure, you're gonna take it for what you take it as, but let's say it like this. Okay, it's like, oh, I'm just gonna also, this is for a number of you, take the credit of what someone else said. That's a broad daylight example of this energy here. Okay, and it's like, oh, because yeah, it's like, also for a number of you though, treating other people like less than, that's another energy frequency that will have to be brought forward and corrected. Now, if, again, think back 6 months ago, if you are on the other side of the spectrum and you were maybe feeling kind of like abused around that time, kind of like confused, kind of hurt, kind of disempowered for any reason, okay, and you were not causing, as you felt it, harm to another, okay, you're treating people how you would want to be treated. Let's clear it. Yeah, if you were consciously, okay, operating at that time with your higher self, okay, in the decisions that you made, you have nothing to worry about here. Okay, but for those of you who were not really, okay, deciding on what you felt everybody would enjoy in the end, I don't know what that's alluding to. Well, think about it like this. If the person you're talking about, right, if they were sitting right there next to you at that table, while you're talking about them, would they be happy about what you're saying? That's kind of what we're talking about here. The shadow side of Libra can be that it is a gossipy energy, and ultimately that's an unhealthy frequency to live with. And actually, energy does manifest in the physical body. Different ailments may take place depending on what energy spaces you're feeding and you're nurturing and you are accessing ultimately. You have the option to channel energies or to not channel energies. Energies are also pattern frequencies that may be from lifetimes ago, family, Akashic record energy, right, as well. You have the decision in every moment whether or not you would like to continue a certain pattern of frequency. This is so important because it brings our attention to the fact that everything happens for a reason and everything is eternal as well. So even if we, let's say at a certain point in time, we say, hey, you know what? I'm done with that cycle. I want to end it. You know, again, energy is not destroyed. You can always tap back into that energy field. So it's a matter of what you remain fixed and focused on. If you want to feel sad, shitty, unhappy, distressed, okay? That's kind of a decision as well, we'll say, okay? It's always how you pivot the energy, you remain in control of it. So again, that's where we say you got to do the shadow work. If you're feeling triggered, maybe even in general in your life, get back to source, get back to center, get back to the focus, get back to feeling good, deciding, okay, making decisions, not just kind of reacting, but making decisions. okay, on what you feel will actually help you feel better. Okay, so that's where we say you got to do the shadow work with the devil in reverse, because honestly, let's think about it. Unhappy people want to make other people feel unhappy. If you're truly happy, you're not going to do things, say things, act in ways, hold behavior and frequency, occupy frequency that is harmful to another. That's just how it works, okay? So if you are causing harm to another, it's due to an unfulfilled mantra of your own that you have not adjusted to fully when it comes to your relationship with your higher self and your purpose here on this plane. So if you are feeling like you are lacking something in your life, what I would recommend, even if your initial reaction is to react, okay, you first want to kind of get your tension out, like, and put it on someone else, I would look to you and I would focus on the shadow. I would focus on doing the work that is within you so that you can become stronger with you. Otherwise, we're in reaction mode and we're in trigger mode and we're in projection mode, and we don't really feel good even when we are, let's say, we feel like we're putting our frustration on somebody else. That doesn't actually feel good. That's where it's going to live on in the aura. That energy continues on in the aura where we are in dissonance with the higher self. So how do we say this? And it will be dependent on chakras. So let's say it like this, you know, if there's something that you are not freely expressing, and it can be a talent of yours, the fact that you're not working with that frequency in an empowered space, it's like you think you're outsmarting your higher self. You're not. Your higher self knows when you're in alignment, when you're not. It's also in your DNA. So there's a cellular vibration point. When you're not in alignment, your higher self is, again, fully aware, and that energy will continue. The energy space the space of disconnection with the higher self on a chakra level as well will be reflected and manifested in the physical body. So if also, you can say it in the other direction, if you'd like to help treat certain ailments, I would look to what resides within first on also the cellular plane, where you are reflecting your higher self through the physical body, through the physical medium. In other words, if you are feeling something is not at peace within you physically, I would meditate on what it is that feels out of balance, and I would try to understand what it is that you hold memory of as a concept of love in relation to that. I'm your also person. This might be related to those of you who are having, you're doing some major shadow work here, Libra, major, but this month as I'm feeling it, you might be working with someone here, a soulmate, very, very hard, challenging contract here, I'm not gonna lie. For some of you, this is where you may find that I have to have love for this person regardless of what I've experienced with them. How do I continue to free myself in the connection? How is it that I allow myself to understand myself in this experience, even if what I want to do is avoid it? I'm hearing that as well with the devil in reverse. So for some of you, there is something that maybe you even have a lot of love for, but there is a factor that you know holds you from feeling that you've made peace with it in whatever way that may be meant for you. Now, what I'm seeing here, Libra, as well, again, let's go back to that concept. Let's say you are, let's clear it, yeah. Let's say you are wanting to heal a part of your body. Okay, it's really a matter of recognizing what it is that feels, okay, I'm hearing it is, but it is not. How do we say this? It is a matter of, okay, recognizing the role that you wish to play in relation to that experience. Yes, it's about reorienting yourself energetically in relation to what it is that is held in that part of the body. So we hold memory in the body, okay, and that is on an energetic level as well. I would research this. It's called samskara, and it's actually where we have imprints in the aura of certain experiences. So those who are very sensitive to energy and frequency, they can feel experiences that one may have in the aura. They can. Some people actually see the aura. They're able to point out energy, okay, blockages even, or where you have a substantial flow of energy in a certain chakra. That is very interesting because, you know, they're able to even see like where you may have had trauma or a certain type of experience that has not been fully let go of, that has not been fully moved through. So finding healing, I would say, even if I would not necessarily isolate, we are mind, body, soul here, and that is, I think, the first principle, and that's where you really would need to meditate if you're not understanding, you know, what exactly it is. Like you're just kind of hitting like a dead end kind of vibe, like I just keep trying to manifest this, it's just not working out, and I'm getting into an ego war with myself. That's where you need to meditate and understand more. So I think why it is that you feel you're here. okay? Because if you're trying to manifest something physically and you're not engaging your emotional body and you're not engaging your spirit, then we don't have like all the tools, right? I mean, to really address, it's like kind of like saying, okay, I want to know why I got an F on the paper, but I don't want to review all the math problems that comprise that grade. It's like, that's not going to reflect, and it's not going to be helpful to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel for a number of you, this really comes down to the crown chakra. There needs to be major clearing in the crown chakra. You have to be honest with yourself as well. Otherwise, and that, I mean, nobody can tell you what you need to do, right? I mean, that's a decision that you make. And if you're watching this reading, then I suppose that you are open to this. But if you're finding trouble with being vulnerable, where you know maybe there are certain experiences, for no, this might be guilt as well, something that you feel, you have to get to the core of that, you have to get to the root of that, why you feel guilty about something, okay? Otherwise, that's going to remanifest, okay? And that's the people, the way you'll know what this is, if you're on the higher plane of healing here with this energy, or if you're in projection mode, let's clear, yeah, if you're projecting energy, then people will be avoiding you most likely, okay? People feel projected energy, they don't want to be around that, but no offense, love and light, but like, they don't want to be around that. That's just a frequency of dissonance. Automatically, people will be drawn away from it, okay? Especially children and animals. I'm hearing that as well. That's how you'll know this frequency. And maybe, hey, from time to time, it's like, some days it's like I feel like people are avoiding me. Some days I feel people are drawn to me. That's how you'll know, okay? When people are drawn to you, okay, that's where you are in alignment. So you need to understand, maybe, let's clear it, what your relationship is to your higher self before you can really even judge, am I in alignment or not? It's like, what is alignment to me? And that's where you have to really look within and question to yourself. Let's clear it. Yeah, you gotta look within, Libra, I'm hearing this, and understand like why I want healing. Yeah, so if you don't want healing, then and you're closed off to that, and you're not really curious, then that's probably the end of the line here with the questions we're asking in terms of this reading. I'm hearing that as well, or at least this conversation. Maybe this is even a conversation you're having with somebody. It's like, this is a dead end possibly for a number of you as you feel it, or someone feels it. It's like maybe someone is not open-minded enough, and they're just being quite honest here, like, we're not going to be able to find a resolution here, and I know that, and so we need to part ways. For a number of you, let's clear it. Yeah, but for some of you, I'm hearing Parkinson's. That could be a metaphor, take it as well. But again, every ailment physically has a side to it that is energetic, emotional, spiritual. Now, for some of you, let's clear it. Love and light to everybody here. Yeah, no, this is something inappropriate with the Devil in reverse. This is someone who has repetitive, hateful thoughts, and that will manifest. It will manifest in their physical body. So someone who thinks that they are projecting energy and that it is somehow going to be resolved, okay, by way of, like, it's like, oh, I throw this ball and it's not mine anymore. No. This is going to be a relationship that you call out, okay, in a public way with the universe. And when you are spreading hateful energy to another, that you're basically creating a conversation with the universe in that moment, and the universe will start speaking to you, okay, with that energy, and really having a conversation like, oh, so is that what you want to talk about here? You will attract what it is that you project. So just be aware of that, Libra. This might be something that was in the past and you thought wasn't a big deal, okay? You know, you didn't quite understand maybe the impact of certain words as well, okay? That, yeah, and that will be recorrected. I'm hearing it will be rectified. I'm hearing that on astral in a big way, okay? And the way you'll know this is, or maybe you're a cross watcher and you're observing someone kind of getting the karma. It's like, well, you're gonna feel it, okay? Like, yeah, things that used to be simple, not so simple. I'm hearing on the car ride over. Yeah, there was something completely out of line, but love and light. Let's move on. The Seven of Cups here on the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Cups upright leads you out. Let's say it like this: the Knight of Pentacles upright. Some of you will see somebody move on, and there are reasons for that. Okay, everything is with a purpose here. Okay, if someone is ignoring you, then they're ignoring you. If somebody is not attracted to a situation, they're not attracted to a situation. Everybody has the right to follow their path of resonance. Okay, and so let's say it like this. I'm seeing someone with water in their nose, like, you know when you jump in water and the water goes up your nose. For a number of you, I'm feeling that right here. That could be a particular clue. Yeah, High Priestess in reverse and the Discarded Brights. You know, for a number of you, let's clear it. Yeah, you've understood something here. I'm seeing that with the Temperance card and the Four of Cups. For some of you, with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, this could actually be a family member, okay? Something becomes so clear in a certain moment. It's that epiphany really, where we see something and we cannot unsee it, okay? There is something that, you know, really we maybe didn't think like that means a lot to that person. This is really important to that person. That's really possibly hurtful to that person. That, yeah, there's something that someone, and again, some Libras or some energy space here, maybe it's a crosswatcher energy as well, it's a crosswatcher, but I feel this is a Libra energy, take it as you will, always take it as you will. This is a frequency space where we say, for better or for worse, I now see it. Okay, so if you, again, you know, think back 6 months ago, if you were saying things that you didn't mean, if you were saying things that you didn't feel were appropriate for another person, okay, like if they were to hear these things, if they would enjoy hearing those things, or not, okay, either way, it will be clear at this time whether or not the energy is in your favor or if it is working to teach you the lesson here, okay? That's something that is kind of out of everybody's hands. I feel like we've made our decisions karmically, and now is the time for us to understand the lessons associated with those karmic decisions. And again, for better, for worse, or even neutrally. For a number of you, there's something that we did not expect here, okay? And I'm gonna be quite honest with the Devil in reverse. It's kind of a rude awakening with the Devil in reverse, but for those of you who are also actively doing the shadow work, and we all are doing shadow work here, the Devil in reverse means here that, you know, we are either going to be working with the wave, or we think that we're going to cheat the wave and try and outwave it. I'm hearing that. Okay, no. It's like, well, that's where you have to get really on track with the crown chakra energy of questioning, well, what is the ocean to me? What does it mean to be a surfer, and why am I here? Let's clear it. Yeah, some of you really were taking on quite some dark energy. I'm going to be quite honest here, and there was something that possibly, well, in the sense of saying you were not understanding the balance of the light and the dark. This energy came through in another reading. I believe it was the Scorpio reading. Let's clear it and ground. For a number of you, yeah, there's a time here, okay, to find balance. Now I'm seeing maybe, let's clear. Well, this is maybe an opportunity for you to be honest with someone, okay? And this is like a very small window. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear it. Yes. Now your guides, Libra, they want you to be really serious here with your story, with the Eight of Swords upright and the Justice card upright. I almost said the Emperor. Let's say it like this. What I'm getting, Libra, is that there is something that you know to be true, okay? You realize that something is true and that there's no way around this, okay? It's kind of like a mouse who's caught by the cat a little bit, like, let's not debate. I'm hearing that, okay? Like, cat's got claws. All right, mouse has a real long tail, and it's not that hard, right? Okay, to do what the cat needs to do with the mouse at that point in time. There is a moment where I feel, and that could be a metaphor, okay? There's a moment where you really have to ask yourself what your values are, what you actually want out of this experience we call life. And if there are certain things that, you know, you've been playing yourself on, we'll say, okay, well, you say, oh, it's not important, like, I'm gonna act like that doesn't matter to me, you know. We're with the Knight of Cups, we see vulnerability, okay, where we push to the side what it is that we really felt was the problem, okay, where we said, I know I need to address this and I'm not addressing it, where we were kind of silly maybe even at times. With the Devil in reverse, Eight of Swords upright, Justice upright, this is something we thought we were getting away with, I'll say that as well, which is an illusion yet again because the universe is always on. There we go, the Emperor right there. That's where we see, okay, that we are the one who sees ourselves in that moment, okay? And we make the decision how it is that we like to see our truth in that moment. And we are also there, we're the only one really there in that room, okay, who is looking back at us. It's almost a moment maybe even of surrealness, maybe for a number of you of embarrassment, where it's like, did I really do that? It's almost like we're looking at our karma, okay, and it's like, you know, are we gonna do it again? It's kind of like someone it's a catch-22, like, I cannot lie, I'm hearing that anymore. Maybe something has just reached a point. Now let's clear the energy. Yeah, this is like someone even maybe got caught. It's like there's no point in hiding this. Like, it's almost like, again, I'm hearing cough cough. I'm hearing that with the Eight of Swords and the Justice card. Yeah, somebody kind of, it's obvious, like their hand is in the cookie jar, they've got red paint all over their hands, you guys. Like, it's that moment, like, who are you kidding, who are you fooling at this point? Like, it's like somebody may turn themselves in even, like, is kind of the vibration here that we're seeing with the Eight of Swords and the Justice card with the Devil in reverse. It's kind of that point. It's like I'm seeing someone slowing down from like a high-speed chase. Like, okay, Ten of Wands in reverse. Like, what are you trying to hide here? Like, what is all the huffing and puffing about? Like, just let it go. Like, we both know here. Like, this is what's going on. I'm hearing that. Four of Wands in reverse. For some of you, somebody is in. I'm hearing the Dark Ages. It could be something karmically you know, sort of suggested and meant. But for some of you, let's clear it. They were maybe even in an underground industry, or they had an activity here. It was a legal activity, maybe even related to drugs, and they were not, you know, communicating or being open to someone about, you know, because it was possibly affecting their relationships with certain people. But they were not necessarily, you know, openly, and who's to say what, but if, you know, if you're doing something and it's not harming someone, okay, well, this is your decision again, and that is going to be your decision. But if you're doing something and you're harming someone and they're asking you, hey, like, what is going on? You're not, yeah, and they're trying to ask you, hey, like, can you be honest here? Like, is something going on here? And you're not being honest, and that is impacting someone. That is where we see, okay, the moment here, and that is where possibly we have to see it for what it is. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I see somebody realizing there's no way out of this, okay? It's like you feel checkmated here in a certain way. Like, somebody feels surely like there is an astral chokehold going on. Like, I cannot, High Priestess in reverse. I cannot hide. I'm hearing that the Ace of Wands, right? For another, this is love. This is someone you love. You have love for this person. Okay, and you realize that it's going to be obvious one way or another, and it's going to be inevitable. And I'm seeing you asking yourself, Libra, why would I be late to the wedding that I want to? I'm hearing hold, wow, for myself and I, wow, I'm hearing with them. Like, you actually, let's clear it, it's even ironic. It's like something that you feel almost embarrassed. Like, I'm seeing whatever this is, Libra. There's a moment where you look on to a certain situation and you say, I cannot believe I didn't say what I really felt back there. I cannot believe I did not tell them what I really felt. I'm hearing that, yeah, what I really wanted. There was something that was very petty, even with the Five of Swords on the Empress, really, really, really down-putting, very rude, even we'll say with the Five of Swords on the Empress. That's like literally burping in front of someone who you feel is honestly like a queen to you. It's like, yeah, that's really rude. I'm hearing that, like, maybe that's what someone feels. Let's clear it. It's like, yeah, no. It was really distasteful. I'm hearing that with the Empress. This is a behavior that will be brought back around the mountain. Maybe it is something in the sense of you're getting what you sort of shared with another, like, and what do you expect? Like, you want to treat someone and not, yeah, no, karma exists, okay, sweetheart? I'm hearing that, like, that could be what someone's telling someone. Maybe they're like, hey, why are you, like, treating me like this? It's like, well, maybe you need to, like, kind of think about how you are kind of pooping in the room and how everyone can smell it. I'm hearing that as well. Isn't that kind of, like, something that you feel needs to be questioned a little bit? I'm hearing that. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. That could be something like somebody maybe is holding toxic energy and they are kind of just not being responsible with their childhood wounds, and they're taking their energy out on other people, and they're wanting other people to somehow just deal with it. They're not, and it needs to be addressed in a powerful way, ultimately for themselves. So maybe, you know, for some, the way I'll know what this is, like, maybe somebody here is losing their friendship as well with someone, and they're realizing that, and they realize that the reason is because they're not being compassionate, actually. And maybe there is someone here who actually let them go because of that reason. Like, they said, hey, you need to work on yourself. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be your friend here because something is not right here. I'm hearing that. So for a number of you, maybe someone actually let go of a friendship because they felt it was not healthy even for that person. Okay, so let's get the cards here off the ground, Libra. And then we're going to pull a Celtic cross. And I feel for a number of you that you will really know what this is. It's super duper karmic with the Wheel of Fortune on the floor. Like, if you've been experiencing a lot of stuff that has just been real, like, what is going on? And yeah, I feel like this is kind of like, you know, let's clear it. The passing of the ball back from the universe to you. I mean, you put that energy out there, right? So what you put out there, you will receive ultimately. So that's the lesson ultimately that I think, you know, is I'm hearing the selling point of the month for August. We'll say it like that. It's almost like you're gonna want to feel, okay, also what people feel at a certain point, because then you start to realize, oh my gosh, like, I kind of want to, like, apologize. I want to say sorry. Maybe it is truly that kind of moment. It's like you see right before your very eyes, like, what that person was, like, feeling, okay? What that person was, like, yeah, even telling you, hey, you're hurting me, like, you're causing me pain right now, and you kind of dismissed it, and it's like, that's gonna be that moment, maybe, that you find yourself in, like, whoa, that's literally what they were telling me they were feeling, and I just dismissed it. That's that feeling that we're talking about, possibly, where you say, I realize you know, what exactly these experiences lead to, and I don't ever want that to happen again. And I also want to make sure that I am going to be, you know, in resonance with myself at all times. Let's clear it. With my higher self, yeah, to ensure that, you know, I am not only happy, but I'm also allowing others to find satisfaction on their paths. So this is a disruptive frequency, possibly. It might have actually been an entity attachment. I am seeing that. This is, yes. You had to address that. Otherwise, this would have been a very hard relationship, even to attempt to mend. For a number of you, you had to clear something, okay, from your aura, actually. And this was something that was possibly, I mean, a demonic frequency. Let's get down to it with the world in reverse. Like, I see this as something that you were dabbling in, unfortunately. Possibly for some of you, it might be, you know, something that is not of the light, we'll say that, okay? And for some of you, it might be drugs. For some of you, it may be black magic. For a number of you, yeah, remember that this is attached to your aura. When you do stuff that you do not really, you know, hold love for, when you're in that moment, there is an attachment at that moment that takes place, and it's you with that thing. It's not you throwing that thing to somebody else. That's you. You're basically making love to that frequency. And so, you know, you're telling that frequency that that's what you want to experience. Ultimately, that's what you are inviting into your life. So there's something you had to let go of, and it was maybe even an addiction. We'll say that with the world in reverse. Now let's clear it. For some of you, though, this is a friend. This is somebody here who you knew, who you were involved in, and it was something that they were involved in. You had to detach from them. You had to disconnect. Let's get the cards off the ground because they're falling all over the place again. And Libra, let's get going, right? All right, we're at August now. I'm seeing someone's like, they're maybe even like they've been wanting to reconnect with someone. Let's clear it. It's possibly been a really long cycle here. Well, a really long journey, and I'm hearing London to London and back. Let's pull here, the Celtic cross. Yeah, I feel like this has been an intense cycle. There's been also very much like in, out, on, off. For a number of you, possibly, it may even be your actual something physically that you're experiencing physically. And again, I would meditate on parts of the body and really ask yourself what intention has remained in the aura. Okay, let's clear it. And it always comes back to you. So you have to ask yourself, it's a seed, basically. Why did I plant that seed in my body? You know, why did I see myself in that way? I'm hearing that as well. So let's even even if so-called it's a mirror, even a relationship with another person, I think it really does come back to you. And if you hold that experience as one that is reflective, you and your higher self, that's where you really will isolate the seed of truth and where it is that you possibly did not see it at a certain point in time. Let's get the cards out here in the Celtic cross. I'm hearing, oh no, I'm hearing that Page of Swords in reverse in the deep past. Let's clear it. The Magician reverse. Yeah, this is a huge lesson, I feel. For some of you, it comes down to, your decisions, your reactions. What is a reaction and what is a decision? For a number of you, it comes down to your intention. And really, I feel that what you will become more aware of, or at least what will be taken away from a certain space here of life, we'll say, is the understanding that everything is love. And when we are, let's say, we do something that does not hold love as a value in it, that's where we find that we are not going to be manifesting the life that we would like to live. How do we say it even further? For a number of you, this is going to be, more even a lesson of what does love mean truly? And if I feel like I want something and I'm not getting it, why is it that I am not accepting it in my own version of the story with myself? For a number of you, really, if we're going to get really deep and down into it, this is a moment of reflection with yourself, right? Okay, the Two of Cups in reverse, your higher self, your highest self will say, the Ten of Cups in reverse. This is a moment where you say, really, why did I experience that? Okay, why? Let's clear it. Why did I not, and this can be deep healing, let's clear it, yeah. Why did I not, Ace of Cups in reverse, why did I not live with love in that moment for that person? Why did I let that opportunity go? I'm hearing that as well with that person. you know, it's a question of the sacrifices that we make. And again, it comes back down to the intention space. Why did I, for example, not allow myself to love them fully and thus myself? Where did I let love go missing? I'm hearing that with the 2 of Cups in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles upright. And I feel like for a number of you, you will reflect on what really matters to you, okay? What really means quite a bit to you, and what it means to hold that love in your life. Not just as a theory where you say, well, I love them, but like I don't tell them. But where is it that you actually remind yourself of that love in the actions that you take on in a daily space, right? It's not really even funny. I'm hearing that. Well, how do we say? You know, the universe observes where we say something and where we really accept what we say. I'm hearing with ourselves, where we not only feel it, but we also act on it, okay? Where we're not just like theoreticizing. The universe is very intelligent, you guys, right? Okay, it's like we cannot say, well, I do feel that way, but then I'm not gonna, like, you know, really feel it. That is your lesson with your higher self ultimately. Again, that's where you will find yourself. You know, I feel we are all here wanting to express ourselves to the highest extent and ultimately love for all in the highest extent. So these are the lessons, and that's where the astrology and the karmic side of the astrology comes through, where we say, well, you know, looking back, why did I not really see love in that moment? The Death card here and the Hierophant leads you out. I do feel this comes down to compassion. For a number of you, you've got to detoxify from something that you realized was a habit, a cycle that was not in your highest interest nor that of others. For a number, this is something that was affecting someone. Yes, it was really severely, I'll say, with the Hangman upright, the 9 of Wands in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody possibly was, you know, really not, again, I keep hearing this in the light. They were affecting someone here. I'm seeing that with their movie script. I don't know what that's alluding to. Somebody was maybe causing drama. Let's clear it. 11 lights, everybody here. Well, they were, how do we say this? For themselves, right? Yet again, they were causing, maybe that was the illusion that, like, oh, I'm going to cause trouble for her. You're not. And that's where it becomes very sad and very simple as a moment of, oops, yeah, I did that. Yeah, that was me. I'm hearing that. It's like, you realize, like, I run around in a circle to run away, and then I just come back. Let's clear it. Yeah. I just come back. For a number of you, to square 1, I'm hearing, and then it's 2, because we don't have 2 without 1. So let's say it like this: you have to find peace first within yourself to say that I want peace with another. For a number of you, this is a matter of wanting love in your life. And let's clear it. It's not whether or not you love someone. I feel this for a number of you. If you are dealing with someone who is like avoiding you and avoiding love with you, they're in a power struggle with themselves ultimately. I do feel this is a Pluto streak as well, with the 2 of Cups upright and the Magician in reverse, and definitely with the 8 of Cups as well upright. This is somebody maybe who in past lifetimes they thought they could get away with certain things. This is a rude awakening, wake-up call for this individual, for this entity, this frequency, with the Queen of Swords upright in the environment, realizing that they almost like have no, it's almost like a, no offense, a delusional energy. It's like they have no audience here for this behavior. So they realize maybe that they're alone in this, and that they are only going to be, okay, missing themselves now. I'm hearing that at a certain point with the Empress in reverse. Like, this is somebody who may actually alienate themselves. They will lose their friends because of this behavior. Now, for a number of you, yes, let's clear 11 lights, everybody here. This is something that, how do we say, and again, love and light to everybody here. If this is triggering you, take a moment, step back from the reading, maybe come back to it at another point in time if you feel guided. But you really should meditate on your relationship with your higher self and the shadow space. I'm hearing that again. Ask yourself, why do I want love in my life? Why do I want to feel the way I want to feel? Yeah, very interesting. And yeah, and let's clear it. Let's clear it. Why do I want to feel the way I have felt? And is that a proper statement that I can say is true here today? So it's ready for change. I'm hearing it's time for change. Where are we admitting ourselves into that experience, and where are we still holding back? Where do we hold resistance with releasing karma with the Tower in reverse? I think is ultimately the question. Let's clear it. I'm hearing that we ask of ourselves. So this is, you know, there is some maybe like past life resentment here. You have to understand why again, you want love, and that will allow you to understand. Maybe it's even a passive regression you're doing here, Libra. And I would recommend, if you feel guided, that might be a very interesting activity during this month. The more you're focusing on resolving shadow complication with the shadow, okay, where you all, let's clear it. The more you are resisting shadow, okay, it's not really necessarily going to be about the shadow. It's going to be about your willingness to work with the shadow, okay, space. If you're someone who's like, I'm perfect and I don't have a problem and I'm good and I'm okay, and it's the ego here that's reigning, you will be severely, severely taken over by the wave there, okay? Like, I'm just seeing like that. I'm seeing like the Queen of Swords, this is someone who just doesn't, you really, if you're thinking that you are manifesting by being a winner, then, and other people like losers, and you're putting other people down, then that's where the wave will really catch up with you, okay? And I'm hearing that it may not be now, but it may be years down the line, and that's gonna be something that, you're gonna have to treat with some number of drugs. I don't know. Love and light, I don't know. That's not me talking. I'm not saying what you should do. I'm saying with the Queen of Swords upright, though, that, let's clear it, this may manifest as a physical ailment that is going to be really tough to talk about down the line. I'm hearing this. I don't know what that's alluding to. It's like, that could be a metaphor. Like, you have to, let's clear it. I'm hearing supremacy. Someone here that got, it's a block. It's a block. We talked about this in another reading. Someone here possibly is actually on a drug that is impacting their ability to reconnect with their higher self. So let's clear it. If you're aware of this, and you know what this is, and you want to actively listen, the point, Libra, is how willing you are and open you are to advancing in a space of healing with the Tower in reverse. I'm hearing it could be as simple as talking about it, okay? Get out there and talk about it. What is it that you want to heal? And maybe you can start journaling, okay? The Five of Pentacles, maybe it's something that feels like, if it feels kind of like like, how do I address this? Start writing, okay? Now let's continue. The High Priestess in reverse. For some of you, Libra, what I'm also getting is that this comes down to how, so it'll always depend, it's like, this is a general reading, but I feel like it depends on how long the cycle has been going for, and with who and how many people. But for a number of you, it is a matter of seeing, the opportunity. For a number of you, I keep seeing that there is something that is not appropriate. I'm not sure why I keep hearing that, but it's got to be addressed, and it actually has to be removed. I'm hearing that with the Nine of Swords in reverse. For a number of you, these are words, okay? If somebody here said something really, really horrible behind someone's back, you got to come full circle to those words and pull them out of the person that you thought you were putting them into. I'm hearing that. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but like, let's say it like this. If you're talking badly about someone or behind their back, this is plaguing you. I'm going to tell you right here, very, very, very just sort of outright, this is going to plague you until you do remove those words. I'm hearing that. You have to clear your aura. Otherwise, I'm trying to tell you, like, as clearly as possible here, Libra, this will impact you for the rest of your life. If you think like, oh, I'm not going to say anything anymore, and I said stuff I didn't mean, and then I'm just going to, and it could be in an intention space where you say, I identify where I place those words in my own experience, and I then remove them. That's the healing we're talking about with the Queen of Swords upright. This is the dismantling of the ego in our experiences that we ultimately would love to infiltrate instead. For a number of you, you have to get honest, okay, with the heart chakra. And if you have a lot of air in your chart, then not only, okay, it's not that everybody with air in the chart will have trouble with the heart chakra, but if you're drawn to this reading and you're finding that you're having trouble in a certain area of your life, and you find that you feel like people are not being open with you and vulnerable with you, that's where you have to reflect back to your own heart space and say, what does my heart feel that I'm not having, enough compassion to say to myself? Wow, let's clear it. Yeah, some of you are really hard on yourself, maybe even, but for some of you, Three of Swords in reverse, Devil in reverse, there's something here in the childhood that you maybe did not really fully, express, or how do we say, let's clear it, you did not fully access, possibly, okay? And so what basically happens there is the emotion kind of calcifies, and it clings to the chakra, and the energy is not really allowed to fully move, okay, fluidly. Let's clear it. Yeah, there is something that is still hurting. It's kind of like a numbness, Libra. I feel like you have not really become whole within you, with yourself at this point, but we don't really see that. Those who are not really, let's say, really active with energy hygiene, where they're like able to point out what's going on in the aura, you know, they may have things that remain in the aura, in the auric field, in the auric body, that they don't point out to themselves really clearly, but they still feel. Interesting. So I would always, if you're, whatever you're feeling, I would circle it back to you, focus on what it is that, you know, you're actually feeling, and isolate those experiences and those emotions that have remained unresolved, possibly in some kind of way. And for some of you, this might, you know, extend into some kind of therapy work, you know, or some sort of yeah, let's clear it. Yeah, even I'm hearing essential oils, but always heed the advice of your personal practitioner. You've got to talk to your personal practitioner, of course. This is a general reading, and this is a video for entertainment purposes only. And this is a video for entertainment purposes only. We'll say it again. This is a video for entertainment purposes only. So there are things that maybe you feel you need to address even on a biological level, right? Whatever it is. Maybe it's even just the sheer fact of, I know I need to do that one thing, but I haven't. Let's clear it. Yeah, maybe these are people who you would like even to apologize to. I'm hearing that maybe on a karmic realm, you know, maybe even ancestors, past live energy. Okay, again, energy does not disappear, it continues. So if you feel like, you know, you're psyching the universe out by being like, yo, like, you know, you don't exist, like, this is also so disrespectful to the unity consciousness, right? The vibration that is of wholeness. And ultimately, like, if that's the direction that you're going to be spun out of orbit, and that's really where we don't want to take things. That reminds me again of the Scorpio. Let's clear around. Love and light to everybody here. Ace of Wands upright, Ace of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords upright. Some of you, though, I gotta come back down to this point. You really maybe have already lost someone here around you, a good friend of yours. Maybe they're not talking to you anymore, and you know the ego is way too storyteller-ish. Like, it's almost like your ego is like convincing you that you're right. And it's not about right or wrong. It's not about, it's like, oh, they're right about this, they're right about, that's not what's happening here. It's about the heart space yet again. So circle it back. If you really have a relationship here that means a lot to you, and you really, if you're able to connect back to the heart space, let's clear it. And remember what is connecting you ultimately to that person. It's not right, what's right or what's wrong. You know, then that's where we may be able to find the pieces again and put them together, possibly to have the puzzle once more with that person make sense as a portrait. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. This is a past life energy, though, possibly, and it's a question of how active and willing you are to find peace with what has been misplaced, possibly, as well, and be it something that you feel, you know, is a matter of, you know, admitting love and pleasure into your life over possibly something like pain. Some of you maybe have let's clear it. A challenging understanding of how to experience pleasure. Interesting. It's almost like you don't know where to experience it, what to do with it. For some of you, there maybe was an experience that, you know, sometimes we have sort of trial experiences that set how we see the real experience. Interesting. Let's clear it. And that might be a predisposed energy that is karmic, that is from another lifetime, where we say, I have the cellular memory of, I just avoid certain situations. Interesting. It's kind of like, you know, maybe for a number of you, there was a sensation of not ever having really felt pleasure, especially in the childhood years. And if that is the case, you know, it's almost like it's not that we do not want love, but we push it away because we almost do not recognize where it is that we would like to experience it as that energy space. For a number of you, it's almost like I feel like you're not able to locate the heart chakra. And so let's clear it. If someone like gives you a present, it's like, I'm seeing somebody feels like emotionally homeless. They're like, I don't know what to do with this. Let's clear it. This is very, very sad, but you have to find your love for yourself, no matter what. Let's clear it. like nobody else is going to be able to find this love for you. Okay, it's like you have to have compassion for your experience to always grow and to continue to expand. Let's go. Well, to continue to express yourself. I'm hearing that as well in every way, right? Not only the heart. Okay, we have so many chakras. So for a number of you, the Queen of Swords, but I'm feeling here that it is, yeah, but let's clear it. Always take it as you will. But with the Queen of Swords, this is definitely something that is in a past life. It might be something like someone maybe cursed someone, or they had like some kind of, you know, even like this could be, I'm hearing the tablet. This could be, let's clear it. This could be even a contract. Somebody had written something, you know, they like kind of, they so-called wrote a hex or a curse. You know, that's something energetically, it's you with you. You have to come back into you and ask yourself again, why did I want that for myself? That's where you find the healing with the Queen of Swords, and that's where we are able to re-access our talents and our gifts here. Okay, that's where we're able to reconnect with our higher self fully in these ways that may be difficult at times for the Queen of Swords, right? So for a number of you, let's clear it. Yeah, I feel someone has been maybe really settling into the Queen of Swords. Let's clear it. For a number of you, there is maybe an energy in the environment that is actually thwarting these efforts, and it is the Emperor upright at the base of the Queen of Swords. It's like, you know, Corella DeVille, who has her co-pilot and she feels powerful when she's around him. It's like maybe that kind of frequency here. Like, it's not a healthy influence ultimately with the Queen of Swords. It's like someone who just causes drama, but then they have like people who laugh at their jokes, you know. It's like something like this. This is the unhealthy frequency with the Emperor upright. So I see that this might be, you know, this is a number of energies, obviously, and you got the Ten of Wands, yeah. So let's clear it. For a number, let's clear it. This is even someone who maybe finds, it's like they don't actively even realize, they have activities they're doing, they're not, let's clear it. Yeah, they need an awakening, you guys, with the Queen of Swords upright. And if this is you, you know, again, you always have the opportunity to address where it is that you would like to feel pleasure. Wow. So, you know, and it does come down to, you know, opening not only the heart, right? Okay, of course, but the mind. Okay, it's not about, do I open my heart to feel love again? It is, how do I open my mind to be open to opening my heart? So it is the orchestration of all energies. I think it is also, let's clear it. For some of you, this is an ego space, very, very strong ego space here with the Queen of Swords. It's like maybe even a prejudice or an inherent racism here that has been for years with the Queen of Swords. Let's clear it. I'm hearing witch trial. Yes. It's like somebody has a prejudice, possibly, that they are not even aware of, that stems from years. Now, let's clear it. For a number of you, it's related to age. Somebody is disrespecting somebody because of their age, possibly. Yeah, let's clear it in the throat chakra. I'm hearing they purposely do stuff that disrespect someone, or a number of people. I'm hearing that as well. And that really has nothing really that is building with momentum, okay? It's detracting. It's yeah, with the Queen of Swords, actually. So it's an illusion, and it will be felt as a void until let's clear, it will be felt, okay, as a loss. They may not even realize, though, that that's the impact. Let's clear it. Yeah. Somebody even stole someone's work. I'm hearing that. Plagiarized. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it. They may not even realize, like, they don't realize what's wrong with that. I don't know what that's alluding to. Let's clear it. They think it's funny or fun or dramatic and it's a better show for all. I don't know. Let's clear it. They don't even observe the interaction altogether. They may actually be on some kind of drug, you guys, with the Queen of Swords upright. Love and light. I'm not sure. Love and light's everybody here. I'm feeling heat down the left side of the body. But what is a drug? Okay. We always have to see it. You can be on a drug. It could be, you know, meditation even. Anything can really be good. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying actually something, it's a smoke, it's a haze in the aura with the Queen of Swords. Possibly. It's a smoke, it's a haze, yeah, in the aura. There is something here. Let's clear it. The love and light, again, to everybody. And that could be a metaphor. But it could, again, also be carried over from past lives. Somebody is also maybe triggered by somebody who is in charge in that exact area of life in their own life. Kind of like, you know, wow, why does she have it so together like that? Yeah, this is a jealousy energy, and that you really, it's like ironic. You want peace in that area of life, so you call someone else out on that. that's not going to bring you any closer to feeling more empowered in that area of your own life. So let's clear the energy. The Queen of Swords, yeah, it's a matter of feeling complete where you feel your journey. So it's a matter of accepting the karma, I feel, as well, where you feel like, oh shoot, like, you know, it's this kind of energy I'm seeing with the Queen of Swords of like, why do they get it like that? Why that's like, that is not where we are finding this. This individual is not finding the peace and the balance because they are looking at others and trying to make themselves feel better. And no. This is a matter of connecting to the higher self as well and realizing that I'm here on a journey to find that healing and balance. Love and light to you guys. Bye, Libra. Always take it as you will. Bye. Remember, it's always a matter of your personal perspective and your interpretation.